Welcome to this episode of Path to Legend. In this episode, we're excited to introduce you to a unique and niche build. The main skill featured in this build is Shattering Palm, which is used by only a small 0.2% of players according to the Ninja rankings. This makes it a truly distinctive choice for those looking to try something different. Before we delve into the principles behind this build, let's first take a look at the skills that it requires. By enhancing the range effect with talents, Shattering Palm's area can cover the entire screen. Shattering Palm applies a layer of ice crystal to enemies, and when one of the monsters dies, the ice crystal triggers a chain explosion. To implement this build, we can take advantage of the unique interaction between Shattering Palm and the Ice Wall skill. Although Shattering Palm itself doesn't deal high damage and is performed unarmed, it can be used strategically with the Ice Wall skill in PoE 2. Since the Ice Wall can be considered an enemy and have ice shards attached to it, we can summon a low-level Ice Wall and then shatter it with Shattering Palm to trigger a chain reaction of explosions. This strategy allows us to capitalize on the explosive effect to clear groups of enemies effectively, even if the direct boss-killing power of Shattering Palm is not as strong. By summoning a low-level ice wall and breaking it, we can create these chain explosions to enhance our overall damage output. For enhancing our map clearing damage with aura skills, we need to use Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder. Since we're utilizing the freeze element, we can also combine Cast on Freeze with Freezing Mark to make it easier to trigger our Shattering Palm. This setup allows us to efficiently handle groups of enemies and capitalize on the freeze mechanics to enhance our overall damage output. Next, let's discuss the equipment selection for this build. For unique items, you should consider choosing Collapsing Horizon, Ingenuity, and Morior Invictus. When looking at item modifiers, focus on ones that boost energy shield, resistances, melee skill levels, and flat damage. These attributes will help enhance the build's overall performance. Although our Shattering Palm doesn't benefit from the weapon's damage bonuses, the affixes on the weapon can still increase our damage. Collapsing Horizon is a great choice as it not only boosts skill levels, but also provides critical strike chance and ability recovery. In terms of talents, we need to allocate points into Flurry and Authority. For Authority, we need a From Nothing node that includes Iron Reflexes. Finally, allocate points to increase critical strike damage, energy shield, and elemental damage. This build doesn't have specific ascendancy requirements, so you can choose your ascendancy based on personal preference. Next, we move on to our scoring segment. We'll be analyzing the top-ranked build, TAIC, Doth, Scarlet, to provide our evaluation. In the data on the 27th of July, the player's DPS totaled 56,433, accounting for 48.78% of the DPS percentile of the ladder list players. The EHP is 11,948, accounting for 65.98% of the EHP on the ladder list. Both DPS and EHP are below average, resulting in a strength score of 58 points. Cost. The total equipment cost for this player is approximately 19.6D, placing them at the 91.26% mark on the leaderboard, which is considered an excellent level. The final cost score is 91 points. Lich's usage rate on Ninja is 9%, and it has reached the 4th place in professional use, occupying the leaderboard, 22.57%. The skill Shattering Palm has a usage rate of 0.2%, but it holds a position on the leaderboard at 96.13%, making it a very unique skill combination. In terms of equipment, it is from a middle position, occupying 70.31% of the rankings. Finally, after considering the gear, ascendancy, skills, and its uniqueness, the build's uniqueness score is 63. Practicality. The final practicality score is the only one that is somewhat subjective and influenced by human judgment. This build excels in map clearing speed, but is weaker in boss killing. The cost is relatively low, making it a suitable choice for casual play. Additionally, it requires no complex operations, so I'll give it a practicality score of 75 points. Final score. We add up the ratings for cost, strength, uniqueness, and practicality to calculate the final average score. The overall cost-effectiveness score is 70 points. That's all for this episode of our Legendary Journey series. If you have any builds you'd like to see or any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. For more build recommendations, please remember to follow and like us. See you in the next episode.